Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FX Street. My name is Akash, and today we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and discuss what's happening with it. And yeah, so basically, there's a lot of stuff that's happened in Bitcoin. If you look at the charts for the last 3-4 hours, you can see that there was a massive drop, right? So in today's video, we're going to be discussing what happened with Bitcoin, what you can expect next from Bitcoin, and basically the whole of the crypto market, right? My name is Akash, right? You can give us a follow on Twitter at FXS Crypto, and if you enjoy the content that I put out, you can give me a follow as well at Mangeko with a zero at the end. I was live trading the crash that happened today on my Telegram group. So if you are into that sort of content, make sure to go ahead and join my Telegram group by clicking on this link. Right. Let's get into Bitcoin. Right. You can also give us just make sure to head on over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button because this is where I post my update on the market every other day almost. Like it's not just me. A lot of other analysts at FX Street also post the content almost every single day. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button as well. Right. So let's get into Bitcoin. Uh, there's a lot of stuff happening here. So let me just hide a couple of things and give you guys. Oh, these need to go. This needs to go. This needs to go. Okay. Cool. So I've been talking about Bitcoin crashing down to 21K ever since we first came up to this level here. I think since August 8th, I've been talking about Bitcoin price heading down to 21K, and we're finally here. Like although it did take a couple of failed attempts to move above this 50 retracement level here to eventually get us this crash, right? So let me just give you a rundown of what's happening here in the distribution phase, right? Distribution phase. This is setup that Richard Wyckoff developed, in which he explains that there's particular phases in which the market kind of moves. There's an accumulation cycle, and then there's accumulation and distribution, and between these two phases, there's usually price that moves in a single direction, right? So if I were to sum it up, there's usually accumulation, price rallies, accumulation, rallies, accumulation. Finally, at the top, there's distribution, drops, rallies, distribution, rally, distribution, rally. Right? This is how the market moves in cycles. And what we're seeing here is a distribution phase, which basically denoted the end of this rally that you saw here, right? And if you take a step back, right, you can see that the Bitcoin price crashed roughly 45% from 32.4K to 17.6K. And this rally or the relief rally that you saw here was basically the price moving back to the mean, right, which is around 24,989. And if I zoom in here, you can see that the price did try to go kind of break above the mean here a couple of times, but every time the price did that, there was a massive pushback from sellers, which eventually led to a drop, right? So there's this distribution phase here. As I've been talking about this since August 8th, and if you look at this particular, if I look at my rallies, right? Yep, on August 7th is when I first started talking about the 21K using a fractal. Although the fractal thesis in itself was invalidated, I've been talking about 21K Bitcoin for quite some time. And but the worst is yet to come. Can BTC ruin the merge for ETH? Bitcoin price all but confirms a bearish breakout amid opposing on-chain metrics. So I've been talking about the 21K crash since August 8th, right? And now that is finally happening. And the fact that I was actually trading Bitcoin, I was actually shorting Bitcoin when this crash took place was an interesting update. Right, so now that we've done the recap of what's happening, the distribution phase is completely done. So let me just take these things off so I can give you guys a clear picture of what's happening. Except this. Yes, so on a 12-hour time frame, you can see that the price is currently has currently tagged this demand zone here. It's filled the H4 FEG that was present here, so I'm going to take that off as well. And what we have right now is there were the two equal lows created here on 17th and 26th of July. So there is technically liquidity resting below this. Now, I don't think we're going to collect the liquidity right away. especially after such a massive crash, right? So the price is bound to collect this, but not right away. So what I think is going to happen is the price is going to dig a little deeper and then move back up here and bounce. Now this rally is extremely important if you are accumulating spot positions, right? Uh, so I think like in my macro take on Bitcoin, I explain how Bitcoin price should technically crash all the way down to just a sec. Let me remember if that was it. It was index. Yep, there you go. So in this particular chart, I've been explaining about the void for quite some time as well. The void basically ends somewhere, so it ends at 12K, and this is my macro bottom target. I feel like this is where Bitcoin price is going to bottom, right? And what we're seeing right now is that the price is approaching towards this volume point of control for 2022. So for all of 2022, the highest volume was traded at this level here that you can see at 21.4K. And that's where I feel like we're going to bounce, right? 21.4K. Let me check what that level is. 21.4K. This is, wait, what? $20.575, 20.575, 20.750, 20.575. Somewhere around this region is where we can expect a strong bounce from Bitcoin, as you can see from a macro perspective as well. But if you are accumulating spot and you want to know when to DCA, I don't think right now is the best time to DCA. I feel like if we get a breakdown of 19,065, there's going to be another drop that you saw here between 30th May and 13th June, which is going to push Bitcoin, honestly, it's going to push Bitcoin down to 13.6K or 12K. These are the two levels that I'm observing. This is where I feel like the macro bottom is going to come in for the entire crypto market. It may not happen right away. It may take quite some time to actually come down to this level. We could consolidate here for quite some time. But my thesis basically is that we've broken below, like you can see since the start of 2022, right? Bitcoin price has been producing this fractal time and time again. There's a massive crash. It consolidates in ascending triangle. So basically this whole structure forms a bear flag, and then the price drops again, right? And after the price drops, consolidates into an ascending parallel channel, drops again. Consolidates in ascending parallel channel, drops again. So far, we've seen this nasty drop happen here again. And if you look at it from a daily time frame perspective, Bitcoin price is currently bouncing off of this demand zone. But the reason why I did not use this as a demand zone is that the price kind of mitigated this demand zone on 26th of July as it pierced below demand zone. So we are at a point where you can expect a relief rally to happen to probably 22.6K, as I mentioned in this particular chart. The relief rally could push Bitcoin up to 22.4K, 22.6K. That's my upside target for now. That said, we have firmly breached the ascending parallel channel, which is a bad thing. And as you can see here, for this particular fractal, the POC is at 21, 22, roughly 23.4K. So if not here, we could probably like go up to this point and then finally collapse down. So yeah, this is what I'm expecting from Bitcoin, guys. And for the relief rally that I just spoke about, right? Observing the daily RSI is going to give you an important, it's going to add to your thesis, basically. It's going to add to your bias. Like I feel like this cluster here, this box here has been a really good support and resistance level. Every time price hit this, the price, every time RSI hit this level here, the price has dropped. It extends from roughly 47 to 51. And right now, as you can tell, the relief rally is going to be determined. Like the RSI is also going to play a pretty important role in determining where the local top of this relief rally is going to come in. right? So that is pretty much it for my take on Bitcoin. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to know more about how to kind of trade Bitcoin and what to expect from the market, please make sure to give me a follow on Twitter at Mangekko with a zero at the end, or join my Telegram group. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video.